Hi, I'm Anita, and today we're back in Twisted Wonderland. So I'm hoping that this tutorial isn't going to be tedious, but I thought I would share what I know of this in case, like me, the main story kind of threw you for a loop. It kind of did me. I barely got by. I got by the skin of my teeth. So this tutorial is, I'm hoping to help you avoid getting blindsided like me. That's what I'm hoping to achieve with this tutorial. So I'm going to try really hard to keep this as spoiler free as possible. I'm going to just try and go over the battles in the game, the combat. I'm going to try really hard to cut out cutscenes or story or anything like that. So here's what makes this hard about these battles is so you're locked into characters that, or so many characters. You automatically have to, or you can, I guess they give you, is a better way of putting it. So they automatically give you Zebik and Silver. They also automatically give you this card here, the General. So you'll probably might want to use that. It looks like it's crazy strong. Let's see. Oh yeah, you'll want to use the General. I kind of wish I would have known that. So you'll probably end up wanting to use that as much as you can. But also here's the deal, and this is what threw me for a loop when I played. Look here, your cards all of a sudden now have HP. And so as you battle in these battles in the main story, your HP can go down. And I think, and I want to say, it seems like, especially, I'm not sure how to figure that out or test it, so I'm sorry, but it seemed like the more you used a certain card, the lower the HP went. I kind of wish I knew. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to test things like that. So if I used my Strong Grim card here, and I actually had where some of my strongest some of my strongest cards, their HP went down to 0. And so then I had to scramble and figure out how to get what cards to use from that one character that would work. So here's what I suggest, and I'm luckily thought it a little bit through. So like here, I put Jack on, or I luckily picked Jack. And so if I were you, I would suggest picking a character like so. And that's one of the reasons I actually did pick Jack. So I don't just have a strong leaf card with Jack, and a strong SSR card with Jack. I also have a really strong, or a couple strong SR cards with Jack, and great leverage with Jack. So I have, see here, I have a strong one with him with water. I have a strong one with him with fire, and then I have another strong SSR card that's leaf and water. I had a couple. I had some breathing room with Jack. I had a lot of options with Jack. I didn't have, and because you can't rely on just one strong SSR card with one character, because I actually thought about, and I'm so glad I didn't. So I have one really strong, it's Azulu's dorm uniform. I have he's a healer in that card, or that card he can heal, however you would say that, I'm not sure. And so I thought really strongly about putting him on my team because he was a healer. But then as I thought about it, and I was worried that that's pretty much the only strong card that I have for him, and I didn't have any cards that had as much leverage as I do, or as diverse, maybe, yeah, that's a better way of saying it. I didn't have as many cards from him that were as diverse as Jack's, like I've showed you here. Oh, especially here on this. So probably go through and too, if I were you, I would make sure you have some healers that you pick for this. I knew Jack, oops. So this one, I knew this one, see right here, this one, he can heal. His card there can heal. So I knew that it was a good idea to use Jack, or to pick Jack as one of the only characters to use in this. So I would highly suggest doing that. Two, I would also suggest, so the battles actually start out not too bad, not too hard, but they gradually get harder and harder. So if I were you, so see here, I've picked SSR cards here. Oops. I would suggest not doing that. I would suggest probably at first picking R cards first and going through your R cards first, and then, because then, you know, when the battle, or when the levels are up higher, then also the cards that you're using, you know, level up first. So when these drop, or when these, you know, these ones, their HP, it goes to 0, you're not sweating buckets, you know, then you just go up to your SR, and then you go up to your SSR cards for the final battle. Especially because as you go up, see here how this is pretty, this battle here, it's water and leaf. You might want to skip this part if you don't want a spoiler, so I'll count to 10 and you can click off and watch one of my other tutorials if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the closer you get to the end of part 4 with these battles in the main story is you get more and more of Cosmic. So what you need to know about Cosmic is Cosmic can be tricky because it doesn't have anything that it's weak to. So you'll want to take your heaviest hitters at the end. You'll want some cards, you'll want some really strong cards that are leveled up all the way as much as possible, because Cosmic has no weakness like fire. You know, fire is weak to water. Cosmic doesn't have any weaknesses. So you'll want to take, or it will probably be pretty much, it was, so basically at the end I was sweating buckets over. It was the strongest. So you will want to make sure that your strongest cards, your strongest characters are at the end with as much full HP as you can get versus your weakest cards towards the end. That really took me by surprise. I think I got lucky. I think somehow I luckily won. Somehow I lucked out in that I did have a couple, 1 or 2 really strong SSR cards left at the end. But it was close. It was so dang close. So I would highly suggest that, I would highly suggest all these things if I were you, so that you're not so that you're not frustrated with the game, because I don't want you frustrated with the game. I was sweating bullets at the end. I really thought I was going to be stuck at the end forever. So hopefully these are I hope all this information is helpful. I hope that you aren't getting stuck. I hope this helps you out to not get stuck. So bonus tip, I actually haven't quite finished. I finished the main story, but I haven't finished like slots like this right here. Like right here, I haven't finished that yet. I'm staying here at the beginning of when this started so that I don't spoil you, for lack of a better way of putting it. But so you can also certain circles or heptagons, is that how you say that? These you could actually get treasure. I got like 10, or I think one time I think I got 20, but don't quote me on that, gems. So you'll want to get through all of these that you can. And too, if you're like me, you have to like know and hear the whole story and all of the story, not just and you love any kind of bit of story that you can get your hands on. This is why I play the game. I'm obsessed with stories, so this game is totally up my alley. So I hope all of these tips help. To comment below if you would like me to do a tutorial on how to level up your cards as high as you can get them. I'd be happy to do it. So comment below if you would like me to do that, because I would be really happy to. It took me quite a while to figure out how to level up all my cards all the way. So if you would like that, comment below. And if you love this one, you'll love the next one on screen. See you over there.